EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will have the football first, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Spins away from the defender. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Pena. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Missouri's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what the...
Looking for a huge play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. That's the 45 on his way. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number, keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wide open downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse.
They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Looking to throw, it's Pena. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The sure hands, it's Terry. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Scrambling away. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's one the defense has just got to come up with. They weren't able to get to the QB in the pocket. They allowed him to get out. He extends the play that just couldn't cover long enough in the back end. That is disappointing.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The hand to the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll try to get outside. And to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 9 to Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here's the pressure. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Baker. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Rousseau. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route. The QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. pulled and finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Pena. Punts it out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Terry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Auburn.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend that.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Missouri!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The inside handoff. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He's piled up 82 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He breaks a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Swings it out to the flat. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Toss sweep to the right. Running into the open space. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on 1st down getting a sack. Now I put them into a predictable 2nd down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 28 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
How about the Zimdish Jr. put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy over.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Baker. Looking to buy time. Tripped up for the tackle.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now here, second and long.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking to pass. It's Pena. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the right. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Rousseau. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quarterback extends the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Tiger. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Pena. Pulls it in, it's Davidson. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after